So this was an article that came out a handful of years ago. Facebook knows you better than anybody else, with not a whole lot of data points. And all of the major social networks basically offer this technique, offer this ability to do lookalike audiences. And it really comes from the fact that they have a lot of what they call first-party data. They have data based upon usage of their own platform. And so they've learned about the users so they can serve them better. And originally, Facebook and others did this so they can serve up better content in their feed. And they found that they were able to use it to target ads as well. So ads are a certain type of content, and they were able to serve that up. And so we're going to talk today about using a lookalike audience to drive a particular type of ad within an association context. So this is relatively straightforward. A lot of the hard work is actually done by Facebook. But what it entails is you select people from your database, a select group of people. You provide those over to Facebook. Facebook ultimately matches some of those names and email addresses with people that they have in their own database. And since they have so much of that rich first-party data, they're able to say, okay, you provided me a list of people. Here are a whole bunch of people who look a lot like them in their likes and in their behavior. And they're able to target ads to those particular people. And so you're able to actually choose the list. And what we would recommend, and what a sort of corporate marketer who's interested in marketing efficiency would think about, is who are the subsets of people we really want to reach? Instead of just a big sort of broad list of maybe all the members, all the people on your marketing list, all the people who are in your email database, who are the people we really want to focus on? And on the corporate side, they might think of high lifetime value. Who are the people who are spending a lot of money with us? And on the association side, there's a similar bit. It may be people who have been members for quite a long period of time, or attended a lot of events, or bought education products. A new and emergent thing is to take a look at engaged users. There's a lot more talk of engagement, and you're able to discern engagement scores. So who are people within the last 90 days or 180 days who are the most engaged? And you need at least 100 people on this list. But imagine taking the 100 or 200 most engaged users within your audience and using that as a seed to find more people who are likely to be highly engaged users. You're seeing more thinking about young members and the fact that there's a big demographic cliff coming. So the ability to use this for targeting young members, same thing for international and sponsors as well, frankly. And so this sort of technique means that you're going to take a very targeted, having a little slide trouble, but you're going to take a very targeted list, as we just said, and you're going to input that into Facebook. They're going to create that lookalike audience, and you have control over sort of where they point it. You can choose the location, you can choose the audience size. Ultimately, that's going to control some of the overall cost of the initiative. But it means that if you want to target people within the US or within a particular continent or even within a particular state, you're able to do that. And it is not ultimately buying a list. It is buying the potential reach of these individuals. And so Facebook generates the audience, and they give you a range of people you're likely to reach with your ad. And ultimately what you're doing is you're wanting to put good content in front of them, which is going to entice people. This is definitely not the place in which you market membership or market events or market even educational products. This is where you really want to pull people into your ecosystem. This is the introduction. It's not, if you're at a cocktail party, you wouldn't go up and sell somebody something that costs $150 or $200 as the first sort of conversation you have. In the same way, you don't want to do that on the internet. You want to sort of slowly entice them. And this is the opportunity to do so. So what the lookalike campaigns allow is for you to put forth ads, and you can experiment on really what works and what sort of content drives people into your ecosystem. But it's very, very, very targeted group of people you're putting this in front of. And so this is a concerted way in which you can grow the top of the funnel by reaching a particular set of people who are likely to respond to what you have on offer.